And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. You see the title of the video. So I've kind of started rewatching The Last Dance in my spare time, and I'm on episode 4 right now. And I just had to make a video about this because, you know, a lot of the younger generation, specifically, well, not just the younger generation, we can't say that. Actually, a lot of the LeBron James fanboys, members of the CFL in the 4 and 6 Kingdom, spent a lot of time trying to detract from the legacy of Michael Jordan, and they use various tactics to do this. You know, they talk about his competition. They want to prop up his teammates to a place that is somewhat undeserving, or maybe I should say overblown. You know, they want to pretend like Scottie Pippen was pretty much just as good as Michael Jordan, and Steve Kerr, well, he was the best three-point shooter in the history of the games. And Michael Jordan just had all of these players, but they don't want to give Michael Jordan the credit for being the leader he was to push his teammates to these heights, to push his teammates past what they probably could have achieved if they hadn't had a leader like Michael Jordan holding them accountable and, like I said, really pushing them beyond what their potential was. And so I was watching episode 4, and lo and behold, Scottie Pippen himself admitted that Michael Jordan built his confidence, that Michael Jordan is indeed the one who pushed him to reach where he was. I believe those of us who really watched the Bulls, really followed the Bulls in the 90s, we know that. But again, a lot of the narratives that's pushed is simply to try to knock down Michael Jordan so that they can prop up the false king, and not only prop up the false king, but so that they can prop up these false narratives about the modern NBA in general, about how skilled everyone is and whatnot. But again, I've always said, to me, the 3 things that contribute to greatness, especially if you're talking about the top 5-10 players, is your skill, your will, and your leadership. To me, it takes all 3. You have to have the skills to perform. You have to have the will and determination to overcome obstacles. And you have to be a good leader, because you have to get the rest of your team on the same page with you to have that same kind of mentality. And to me, there is no one better than Michael Jordan. But without further ado, let's take a listen to this clip.
My energy started to gear towards my teammates and pushing them to excel.
Michael forced the hand of a lot of the players to really dedicate themselves to off-season training. Like, okay, we're going to spend the summer dedicated to this proposition, that we're not going to be runners-up, we're going to be champions.
Michael was on us. No mistakes allowed.
Man, I see a screaming devil. You make a mistake, he's going to scream at you. He's going to belittle you. He demands almost perfection. Man, when you see your leader working extremely hard in practice, you feel like, oh man, if I don't give it my all, I shouldn't be here.
He taught me how to stay in the gym, and he spent a lot of time starting to build the confidence that I needed.
Pippen became my focal point.
More than any other player, Scottie benefited from playing with Michael Jordan, because Scottie had this raw athletic ability. What he didn't have was what Michael brought every day, which was the drive to be the very best every single day.
All right. So you all heard it. Fanboys, did you hear it? Did you hear it? Now, so it's a couple of things I want to talk about that was said. First of all, in talking about the leadership of Michael Jordan, you heard Horace Grant say that when you see your leader working that hard in practice, you feel obligated to put in your best effort as well. You feel obligated, and I think that would be anybody with a lick of pride and with a sense of obligation to the team and to the fans will feel this way. If your leader, if you see he's going above and beyond, you are not going to want to let him down. You are going to want to feel like you are doing your part to match that energy. Again, you might not be as talented, you might not have all the skills, but you can put forth the effort. I believe most people, except LeBron James fanboys, will feel this way. LeBron James fanboys and LeBron James himself will feel like someone else should be doing all the work for me so that I can get all the glory. But most normal, rational people would feel like, hey, man, my leader is going hard, man. I don't want to be the one to let the ship sink. You know, I don't want to be the one to let everybody down. So, I got to do my part. The next thing is Scottie Pippen himself said that Michael Jordan built my confidence. And so we all know this. Scottie Pippen came into the league averaging like 8 points a game, 8 points a game, and 4 rebounds. He's never been a great free throw shooter. And yeah, he admitted this himself. He admitted it right there. I believe in maybe in the last 4, 5, 6 months, Scottie came out on another show and admitted that he didn't take the game that serious when he first got to Chicago or whatever. But at any rate, to me, even if you just watch Scottie's game evolved, what you watch is he started picking up a lot of Michael Jordan type moves in his game. Like, the way Michael Jordan would jab step out of the triple threat position and some of those things, you eventually begin to see Scottie do a lot of things that Michael Jordan would do. Even the way that Scottie dunked, the way that Scottie dunked, some of his dunks, you could tell that he got these from Michael Jordan or from, just from hanging around Michael Jordan and seeing this every day in practice. And then B.J. Armstrong says, hey, Scottie, he had the athleticism, but what he didn't have was the drive to be the very best. That's what he didn't have. He said he didn't have the mental focus. And he also said that Scottie Pippen benefited from playing with Michael Jordan more than anyone else. Scottie Pippen benefited from playing with Michael Jordan more than anyone else. And as we all know, this is what we talk about most on this channel, is the mentality, the mental side of things, because I've said this over and over. This is the most important thing of all. The thing that you fanboys don't like to talk about because you actually can't put a number on it like you can do with stats. That's hard to quantify, but again, to me, it is the most important thing because the mental aspect of it dictates everything. And B.J. Armstrong said, hey, look, Scottie had the athleticism, but he didn't have that drive to be the very best. He didn't have that mental focus. And again, to me, those of us who watched the Bulls since the beginning, this is easy to see. Again, but Scottie admitted it himself. Hey, fanboys, if you need to, rewind the clip. Scottie Pippen admitted this himself. He admitted that Michael Jordan built his confidence. And then you have the teammate B.J. Armstrong saying, hey, look, Scottie had the athleticism, but he didn't have that drive to be the very best. He didn't have that mental focus. And I think it's to me, I always enjoy hearing the teammates of players, especially if you're trying to compare two players and you've had players who played with them both, which is, again, one of the things I love seeing is if you've seen players who've played with or against Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. The majority of those players say that, look, it's Michael Jordan. Hands down. But sadly for you fanboys, the majority of those players also say that Kobe was better than LeBron. The players who have played against all three say MJ just was that guy. He was just on another level. But again, unfortunately for you fanboys, the same players who have played against all three, Michael Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron, mostly have LeBron James as second. And again, to me, I love hearing those players because who has better insight than the players who were actually on the court with all three of those players? And so in this case, when we're trying to talk about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, to hear someone like BJ Armstrong give his observation, his take on the situation, to me is really meaningful because he was there to see how Michael Jordan's personality manifested itself on the team and how Scottie Pippen's personality manifested itself. Like, Scottie Pippen was athletic, but he just wasn't that guy. He didn't have the drive to be the best. And but anyway, we gonna hold up here. Like I said, after rewatching that, I just had to do a video because again, fanboys today have really reached a new low, or probably a new high to themselves, a new high in delusion. But they've reached a new high in delusion in terms of just really coming up with any and everything they can to try and discredit the legacy of Michael Jordan. And again, fanboys, the information is out there. All you have to do is do a little bit of research, and you will see that what we tell you about Scottie Pippen is the absolute truth. Scottie Pippen was athletic, like a lot of athletic players that have come across the NBA, that has come across the courts of the NBA. Athleticism alone doesn't mean anything. We've seen plenty of athletic players never reach their full potential. Just off the top, Vince Carter. To me, Vince Carter should have been much more impactful than what he ended up being over the course of his career. But again, athleticism means nothing without that drive and that mentality to literally maximize your talent. Whether you're talking about Tracy McGrady, unfortunately we never got to see what would happen with Grant Hill, but Grant Hill is someone I had high hopes for. He seemed like he had a good work ethic and drive to really go somewhere. And obviously Tracy McGrady, he was great, but again, I think just comparing him to Kobe, to me, Kobe is the prime example of someone who went past what his athletic ability would allow him to go. Kobe didn't have the same athletic ability as Michael Jordan, but to get that praise from Michael Jordan, to even say, and again, I've said this before, to me, when Michael Jordan says the only person who could beat him was Kobe Bryant, to me, what I believe he means is the only person that has a chance. But no matter how you take it, if you believe Michael Jordan was saying Kobe Bryant has a good chance of beating him, or he's the only person that has a chance at all, no matter how you take it, to get those props from Michael Jordan, someone who's ultra competitive, someone who doesn't believe anyone can compare to him, is saying a whole lot. And to get that constant praise from Michael Jordan, for Michael Jordan to see so much of himself in you that he's willing to establish that big brother, little brother relationship says a whole lot about Kobe Bryant and his mentality and the respect that he earned from Michael Jordan from the work ethic. Because Michael Jordan knew that, hey, this guy works just as hard as me. Again, Tim Grover saying, hey, Kobe actually worked harder. Michael Jordan worked smarter, but Kobe Bryant just didn't know when to quit. And so yeah, but anyway, we gonna hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hey, fanboys, what do you think about Scottie Pippen saying out of his own mouth that, hey, Michael Jordan is the one who built my confidence? What do you think about his teammate being B.J. Armstrong saying, hey, look, Scottie had the athleticism, but he did not have the drive to be the best. He did not have that mental focus. I'm sure you guys got plenty of excuses swirling around in your head for that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly, truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.